Hey everybody, Crystal Kitsune here, and we are back again with some more Google translated Pokemon um, Blue. Uh, I found that somebody was looking up Pokemon Yellow that was translated by Google, and the only one that I could actually find was that had an emulator was Pokemon Blue. But all the dialogue and whatnot that's in the game has been translated from, I guess, Japanese, because that's where its origins from, and translated by Google to English. So you can only imagine how funny that is. And if you haven't seen the first episode, you should go ahead and do that. It's just not that long ago, so it should be right there on the front page, right there. Just go ahead and, pick it up and watch it. So pause this one, go watch that one, and then come back to this one if you haven't seen it yet. So this is we ended up in town. So we are now currently in this Viridian city. Oh, I would like to remember all my notes. It was like school. Good. Be sure to read. Blackboard. Be careful. So this is like telling you like all the stuff about the game that you should know. Because this essentially was the first game, so you technically wouldn't know how to play. Viridian City, the Eternal Green Paradise. So at least that translated right. Pokeball. On your waist, you have Pokemon. This is a great. You can carry and poke any mon, time, any place. So I think I might have talked to that guy already, but so here is a house. My father loved Pokeonmon. He doesn't love them anymore. He used to. Speary, Tiweet, Tetweet, Speary, not Spearow. Although they do give him nicknames, so that's probably why it's Speary. A nickname is very interesting, but hard. Simple name is the simplest, remember that. Thanks, Dad. Okay, Spearow product name. And here's a map, a city map. This just shows us the map. So currently, we're in Viridian City, and we'll be going up towards the Viridian Forest and Pewter City. So we'll be going up there. Talk to this person. When I go to shop, Pewter City, I go to take Winding Trail, Viridian Forest. And there's this guy. Ah, I have my coffee now, and I feels great. Of course, you can go by. You hurry? No. So this guy is going to show us how to catch Pokemon, but the only reason why I'm doing this is to see how his dialogue is. Oh. Okay. You use Pokédex Estimation when you catch Poke. Dextamethasone automatic update. What? You do not know how to capture Pokemon? I will tell you how. So he's gonna show us how to catch the Pokemon. So here's the Weedle. Wild Weedle there. He's gonna just Monster Ball. Old man Monster Ball. Well, Weedle. First you need Weaken, target Pokeonmon. But you didn't do that. So like, this is kind of a shitty tutorial because he just brought up Weedle and then threw a ball at it and it caught. Now that's not a very good tutorial because afterwards he says you need to weaken it first. So like, why didn't you do that in the first place? Like, why didn't you show me like you throwing your Pokemon out and beating the Weedle and then catching it when it, or not beating it, but getting it to a low health and then catching it? Makes no sense. So this would be the gym that Giovanni comes into later when we get all the other gems. Viridian City Pokemon Fit. This Pokemon fitness always off. I do not know who leader, because it's not a fitness gym. Sorry, my nose is running all of a sudden. I'm trying not to like blow my nose during the episode. I'm trying to snort it back up in my nose. This probably is equally as disgusting, but okay. New Viridian Forest. Be careful. It's a natural maze. You see, the Viridian Forest in red, blue, and yellow, and I guess green. Because I never played yellow and I never played green. Legit. Not easy to navigate, as well as the Safari Zone, because you actually have to go to a specific place in the Safari Zone in order to get the gold teeth of the warden or whatever, and so you had to know how to navigate the Safari Zone in order to get there in your allotted time, because it wasn't like timed. It was based off of steps. So you had like 200 and some steps or something, and you had to quit, like not backtrack or get lost or whatever. Otherwise you lost all your progress and you had to start over, and you have to pay to go into the Safari Zone. Rattata may small, but its bite is evil. You get one? Nope, I don't have a Rattata. Probably won't either. Okay. Trainer tips. Weakening Pokemon, then try to capture. When healthy, they may run away. So this is the Viridian Forest. And we actually get to find stuff in here. And fight people in here. But let me see something. Who is... Oh, I just have Charmander. I haven't actually caught anybody else. And I have 6 Monster Balls. So I haven't actually caught any other Pokemon. So I guess we could try to do that. Trainer tips. Contact Professor Oak, obtained by computer. Pokedex Domesticon. Whatever. Oh, here's a Poise Cure. We're just running around in circles. Yeah, let's just run in circles. I don't know if anything's actually gonna like come out at us. So far, like I'm walking in the grass and nothing has attacked me yet. What if it's like kind of like bugged out or something? I don't like the music either, because I don't remember the music being like evil sounding in this game. Blue found Woe Cure. What would that be? I have no freaking clue. I actually have to battle this guy. Which should be Cinch, because if he has bug Pokemon, I have fire, so easy peasy, right? Okay, Insect find 6 Hope fight. Insect find 6, send out Weedle. Hit. Scrabble. Germany Burr? I don't know what a Germany Burr is. And that's just Germany Burr. I'm guessing it's like poison. I wouldn't even know. I don't remember what Weedle's stuff is. Poison Sting? Maybe? I should have like leveled up my Pokemon before I even came in here, I'm sorry. Monster Ball, Poison Cure, Woe Cure. I guess? Oh, okay, so it's like a health potion, okay. I'm guessing it's like... What is the one that they always use? It's like string shot or something? Maybe? Maybe that's what it is. String shot. I wear thread. Yeah, like that string shot. The other one must be like a pin prick or something. I'm sorry, I don't remember what it is. Not right offhand. But it's still funny because it's I wear thread. Which just seems like a funny translation. And string shot doesn't do anything but slow you down, so I'm good. Moral down. Wheel. Charmander get 99 import and E. Charmander increase level 6. That's cool. Blue beat insects find 6. I 2. You good in this? Okay, so now we should be able to go to the next area. Oh, there's a Pokemon. Finally! That was a stupid Caterpie. Level 4. Go, Charmander! So Scrabble is Scratch. And Body Blow. That's Tackle. Because Tackle was like another screenshot. It's gonna be funny trying to like figure out what the attacks are. Because it's been such a long time since I've like actually played this game legit. And it's like moves have changed since these, you know, beginning days. They either, well, like the basic ones like Tackle and whatnot are the same. Oh, that was simple. Oh, I'm gonna talk to these people, I completely forgot. Poke live Onmon only in the forest and caves. You need to get around different types of. And this lady, have you noticed in the grass side of the road can be cut a special Pokemon, move Onmon. Okay, so now we're getting into Pewter City. And as soon as we go heal, we won't come back. If we die, well, I do want a Pokemon Center. I don't know why I thought that was a shop. But let's heal. Welcome to your Pokemon Center. Onmon, we cure your Poke back to Tomon. Perfect E. Should we heal you, Pokemon? Do it. Okay, we need your Poke, Onmon. I think this is like really funny. I mean, like not like, you know, gut-busting hilarious, but it's like cute. It's really stupid how like Google doesn't seem to translate things very well. Yawn. When Jigglypuff sing, Pokemon get sleepy. I also. Snoring. Is there nobody over here? Oh, here's a guy. What? Missiles in Mount Moon? Huh? I am on the phone. Get out. Okay. Missiles in Mount Moon. So we're like getting into his conversation there. So here's a house. Even though like the dialogue is funny, I don't know if I'll be going through all of the houses. I mean, I might, because it's just funny. Pokemon Onmon to become more likely to catch up when they injury or asleep. However, it is Pokemon to learn new as a technology. They grow up. However, some action must be taught. Koa. Good on ya. Okay, so we actually do have balls, so we should actually catch some Pokemon. We won't get like any water Pokemon or anything because we don't have a pole or anything. So here's Rattata. I really don't want these janky ass Pokemon to start off with. Like, I don't want Pidgey, I don't want Rattata, well, Pidgey's okay because he actually turns into Pidgeot, but like, I don't think in this version you get Pidgeot. Like, I think actually, like, in this particular game, Red and Blue, there was only certain Pokemon that you could get in, like, all of the Pokemon, but a few were available in each version. So like I don't really remember which ones they were per cartridge, but there was like 3 Pokemon I think you can only catch in blue, and you couldn't in red, and vice versa. So you had to have a friend that knew or had the game in order to trade the Pokemon. And the other thing that was kind of shitty was the only way that you could get Pokemon to certain Pokemon to evolve is if you traded them and then traded them back. Now, I think that was kind of supposed to mean that it encouraged people to reach out to other people that had the game or whatever, but like if you were like a loner and you didn't have any friends, like you're pretty much screwed. Like you could have never got, I don't think Pidgeotto would evolve into Pidgeot without trading it, or Graveler into Golem. And I'm not sure about the other ones, what the other evolutions were, because they didn't have like the whole, you know, evolving by moons or sunlight or night or whatever, like Espeon and Umbreon. And there was a couple of them that only evolved by leveling them up by a certain area. So that stuff all came into play afterwards. But the mechanic of having to trade your Pokemon in order to evolve them seemed kind of shitty, because like if you had a friend that was like kind of a jerk, they could have just like kept your Pokemon. Like I'm sure that happened a lot back in the day, because like you're a kid, like I was what, still living in the other house, so I was between the age of 10 and 15 when Pokemon came out. I'm not sure, entirely sure when it came out, but I was a preteen, so you can win the cause. So you can imagine, like, and I was homeschooled around that time, so I didn't get to nope, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to actually, nope, yeah, this one. I didn't get to be around a lot of kids at the time. Well, Pidgey, new Pokédex stats and yeah, whatever, data will be Pidgey. Commonly seen in grasses, fight do not like absolute, hiding among the grass, capturing small insects. You want to nickname Pidgey? No. So we got a Pidgey. And we need to actually go heal because my Pokemon is almost dead. And Pidgey definitely is. And then we need to move him around. So Pidgey comes out first, and then we switch him around. Dude, that was the mechanic in the day. The only way that you can evolve your, or level up your Pokemon was to set the weaker one up front. And that would be the one that came into battle first. And then afterwards, you would like switch out to the strongest Pokemon. So by the time that the fight was over, both Pokemon that were involved got experience. So even the one that didn't fight also got experience. So that's the only way that you could have leveled up your Pokemon in this particular scenario, unless it actually was strong enough to fight whatever you're fighting. But a lot of times it wasn't. So you had to put it in front and then let it get experience from just being out first. And that was how it was done back in the day. And it was not easy. And this game took a lot longer to play than, you know, some of the newer games out there. So I'll try to do one battle with Pidgey in the front, and then we'll end the video. But to me, it just seemed like Pokemon in general, like, is sort of dumbed down, like, immensely. I mean, I'm not the only one that thinks this, because I've talked to others that, my generation, that grew up with Pokemon Blue and Red or Gold or Silver or whatever, which was just the one right above it. But it was so much harder to play Blue and Red than it was to play, you know, the newer game. Like, it took me months to get through this game. Whereas it took me like maybe a week or less to finish Pokemon Moon. And it's just kind of sad that the game has devolved as it has, because it's a good, I mean, it must be a good franchise, because it's been around for 20 years, 20 plus years. So it's obviously a franchise that has swept the nation and, you know, has a shit ton of things. But the thing that really got me the most was I'm playing Pokemon Moon, and it was like so hand-holdy is the only way I can explain it. To where like everything was practically like shown to you and told you exactly what you needed to do. When you got into this Pokemon Blue and Red, it was like, okay, here's your Pokemon, go to Viridian City, and that's it. Like, you knew your objective was to eventually like go to the gyms and whatever, and there was a few tutorial, like the signs, the trainer tips. That was all you had. And if you took the time to talk to some people, sometimes they helped you. But most of the time, it was just based off of your own, you know, smarts. And if you didn't have the knowledge, or like if you weren't smart enough to play the game, then you pretty much were fucked. But if you were smart enough to figure out the game, it was like, oh, this is how this works. And then, you know, trial and error, figuring things out for yourself, that's what made the game fun. And they did it in a way to where it wasn't frustrating either. Like, it was simple enough to figure out, simple enough to, you know, get somewhere in the game, and it had milestones. Like, it wasn't easy to level up your Pokemon, so you actually had to work hard to get the Pokemon where you wanted them to be in the older games. But then in the newer games, they basically was like, okay, this X-Share that you used to have that only leveled up whatever Pokemon was holding it, yeah, we're just gonna make it to where it levels up all your Pokemon no matter what, so all of them leveled up at once, and then you're just flying through the newer games. And I certainly hope they kind of make it harder if they do make a Switch version of it, because I don't want it to be so, like, rushed and simple that it kind of, like, leaves you with a, you know, anticlimactic feeling, you know? But anyway, that's gonna be the end of the video. I don't want to go too much on a tangent, but I ended up doing that anyway. I tend to tangent a lot about Pokemon because old school Pokemon versus new school Pokemon kind of gets me on a tangent, but this is gonna be the end of the episode, so hopefully, I mean, we didn't do too much, but we did get to see some funny stuff. If you want to keep seeing this, I'll keep playing it, and I'll keep going through all the different people in the town and talking to them, and also kind of catching Pokemon. I could catch Pokemon off screen, so that way you don't actually have to see that boring part. Mostly we're here for like dialogue and stuff. So if you want that to happen, then I can just catch some Pokemon off camera, and then come back with like a full team, and then we could just go through that way. So leave me a comment if you want me to do it that way or a different way or whatever. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.